Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith, bringing you news from beyond the mirror from the other world. I apologize, my fellow gamers, for not uploading too many videos. You see, I'm a night owl, so I'm up during the night a lot, so I can't exactly upload things in the morning as much as I want to. I kind of just go to sleep at like 12 in the morning. So that's probably why I'm not able to upload my videos as much as I could before. But don't worry, I kind of came up with something a little new for myself. I have decided to record my videos at night, so I'm wide awake, and upload them in the morning before I go to sleep. Now, what I'm going to talk about today in this video is a very, very powerful 7 nights build. Now, it doesn't have any knights in it, but yeah, you get the idea. This build includes all mages. Now, what kind of mages would you need? First of all, you're gonna need her. And of course, you're gonna need not Sephiroth. And I would add the newer character, but I don't own him yet. And you're gonna need her too.
너 제법 마음에 드는데?
I have a more powerful version of her. I'm making her right now. I just have to get enough awakening stones to awaken her. I kind of got her free. That's why she's level 40. I kind of got her free from that little mission thing that gave you free level 40 characters. And I found awakening equipment for her and I gave it to her. This one right here, I created her a little while ago. I kind of made a mistake though. I didn't level her up to 40. But after that event came around with getting the level 40 characters, I just came up with the idea, you know what, I'm just going to get her again and at level 40 so I don't have to worry about getting five more characters and didn't level her up like that. So that's why I just came up with the idea. And the same goes for Karen. Although I wouldn't recommend having Karen for your team, for your mage team, I would recommend just not Sephiroth, newer character. And I would add Karma too. Now here's a character I would add to the team, but instead of Karma, I probably would recommend adding Adeline to your team as well, because you should have at least 4 on your team. Now there are a lot of different mage characters, and if I'm correct, there is another awakened mage character coming out very soon. I believe. Now I'm wanting it to be my favorite character. I keep forgetting his name. A friend of mine told me a while ago what his name was. I just couldn't remember. I just keep forgetting. I just keep forgetting his name. This guy. I believe he should be awakened soon, along with all the other characters on this list. Now, they've already started awakening some of the characters over here. Well, not over here, but right here. So what that kind of tells me that he's probably going to be awakened soon, and then he's going... No. He's going to be awakened. But that's a lot of characters to awaken. So who are they going to be? What list are they going to be on? Excuse me. What list are they going to be on? So who, what, when, where, why? That's what we're wondering here. So what list will they be on? I don't know where they can fit them here. I mean, I know somebody else is going to be over here, but I'm not entirely sure when. And you know what? Now that I think about it, no, stop it. This might be that mage guy I really like right here. This might be that mage guy. But I have to read what this says, though. I have to read what this says. This might be a new character altogether. I really have to try to translate this and find out what this says. Once I translate this, I'll be able to figure out who that is. But, getting off subject, sorry. Mage characters, the reason why they would be an OP build is because each mage character has a certain buff that applies to having other mage characters. Now, not all mage characters have that ability, but a lot of them do, and that makes them very, very interesting characters. And those buffs can be very, very strong too, increasing weakness, and some of them might even apply in a status immunity buff. So, be that as it may, mages will be a little bit, can be very weak, especially if you buy the wrong ones. I mean, not buy, but find the wrong ones. And of course my phone is about dead. That means I gotta hurry. But having a night or a dark night, my mistake, that's a mage.
만족스러운 결과.
That really changes things around because there aren't too many mages that you can actually get that are really good. Or you can really find anyways. I mean, she's a good mage too,
모든 별들이 함께하리.
but she's not as good as not Sephiroth and her too. So if she had an awakening form, that would be really, really cool. I would like to see that happen because she would make an excellent addition to my team, my mage team. My mage team isn't ready, but just to give you a good example on what the mage team would be, like I said, have not Sephiroth, and have her, and her. Now max these characters out to level 46. Not Sephiroth will be a little bit difficult, so do him last. Max all these characters out to level 46 plus 10, and who else? That's 3 people. You need one more person. Oh, and a newer character. I would definitely recommend him. I don't know what his name is, so pardon me on that one. I still don't know what his name is because the website still has not released him yet.
내 말을 얕보지 말라고.
If you can, have him on your team. If you have him, if not, then probably her for
검은
now.
달빛이여, 진리로 인도하소서.
But she doesn't exactly have a void shield, so you might want to put her in the back if you want to have a mage, an extra mage on your team, an extra powerful one. You might want to have her on your team, just put her in the back. But I would truly recommend him because he has a really good void shield, and his attacks have a really cool, really good cooldown. So you might want to have him on your team if you want to have a mage build. But mages really work with each other. That's one unique thing about having a mage in general, is they all of them usually work with each other and apply very powerful buffs to each other. So that's something you want to look for if you're building a mage build, is make sure you have other mages that work that apply certain buffs just by having other mages on your team. But I don't really build too many mages in this game. The reason I don't is because I kind of focus more on attack, because I do more in arena and more in dungeons and towers and stuff like that. So I don't really use too many mage builds, but the mage, if you build the right kind of mage build, you should be able to do excellent in arena. You might not even need the death thing in arena if you have a good mage build, because if you max them all out to level 46, that would be beast right there. That would be awesome. So I actually would recommend a mage build for arena, now that I think about it. I don't know if I would recommend that over my death build, because a death build really works with the AI stupidity. As I said in my last video, the AI can be pretty dumb and it might use the wrong ability. And having a death build team, it really works with the AI stupidity, because no matter what the AI does, it's going to inflict death. And if it attacks again with whoever, it's probably just going to end up killing them. So it's good to have a lot of your characters with death on them if you're going into arena. I know like 3 of my characters do not right here. This is my arena build right here. 3 of my characters do not. She does not have it. She does not have it. And Della does not have it. But that will change very soon, though. I'm planning on getting some rings of death for them eventually. Once I find them, I will. But anyways, I probably wouldn't recommend the mage build over this build, although it will be just epic if you do build it. It will definitely work with you in arena. And as well, I would say tower, and dungeon, Castle Rush. My mistake, not dungeon, Castle Rush. At Castle Rush, it might help you a little bit in there too. But and raid, Castle Rush and raid, the mage builds will work on both of those, but you might want to have some mages that have some mages that don't have AoE attacks. I think a lot of them do have AoE attacks, but one in particular, my favorite mage, as I told you before, the Duke of the Mask, is he has a very powerful non-AoE attack that it just attacks one person, so that would be better for raid. He would be better for raid if you were going to create a mage build for raid. He would be excellent, because that one attack deals massive damage, and you can do it twice in a row, and the cooldown on that is ridiculous. So yeah, I'd recommend him for raid. But as for dungeon right here, mage builds in particular might do okay, but I probably wouldn't build them too much for this particular mode. The reason I say that is because they build blah 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 blah. The reason mages probably wouldn't do too good in tower is because, well, they build resistances in tower, or the enemies build certain resistances to status effects, and a mage build has its strength comes from its status effects, in my opinion. So you might not want to bring a mage build here on second thought. So I probably would recommend building something with more focusing on attack and debuff and increase cooldown, something like that, and try to have some good AoE attacks, but at the same time have something that focuses more on piercing and just serious attack. Like a good example would be have a character like Delens. He's perfect for this mode. But I'll make a guide on dungeon later, because there are some really crazy levels there that a lot of people are having trouble with. I'll try to give a guide on that a little bit later. But in the meantime, about my mage build, here it is right now. This is what I have for it for now. I was gonna add him to my mage build, but I kind of just ended up changing my mind. I might not do that. I might just end up adding, like I said, not Sephiroth, Yuri, and her. I'm sorry, I keep forgetting her name. But yeah, and I will add the newer character too, along with Delens. Now, I don't think I'm gonna put all of them in the back, like as you can see right there. I might have a different formation, like this one right here. And yeah, this might be the better formation for this particular build. Why do I say that? Is because you can have more in the back, and a lot of the characters I will have will need to be in the back. She will be in the back as well, along with Yuri, because she doesn't have very good defense, and a few of my mages may not have a void shield, but 2 of them will. So I might end up putting the 2 that do have a void shield in front, and so I might just end up doing that, but I'm not entirely sure. Mage builds, and last but not least, sorry, this is a very exciting subject, so I'm going to be stammering a lot. Mages are very powerful, but they can be very weak. So you want to make sure you position them perfectly. So make sure your formation is good too for a good mage build. Yes, my phone is about to die. I'm already almost out of time. But yes, mage builds can be difficult to build, but if you make the right formation, have the right characters, you will be OP, my fellow gamers. Very OP. And have a Chris in there too, if you can fit him in there. Throw a Chris in there. So that it would be 4 mages along with a Chris. So, well, I want to put Delens in there, I really do. But the mages already apply strength and weakness to their team, so I don't know if Delens will actually be needed at the time, because they, as I said, they will already have strength buffs and weakness buffs at the time with all those mages on your team, and they will also have a status immunity buff. So I don't know if Delens will actually even be needed, but I probably would just throw him in there. And, you know, in place of Chris, yeah, just throw Delens in there, because Chris, I know he has that healing thing, but Delens does have that strength increasing status effect, so you might actually want that instead. So on that note, my fellow gamers, that's all the time I have. I will be making more guides in the future at night this time. I will record them more often at night. But anyways, that's all the time I got, my fellow gamers. I hope you enjoyed my video. Remember to like and comment, and please do subscribe to my channel. I love making these videos as often as I can, and I will be uploading more of them in the day from now on, before I go to sleep. So that's all the time I got, my fellow gamers. Take it easy for me. Bye.